What's up, Sniffers? Today we're playing Team Fortress 2 again, and I have to tell you this story about my high school teacher, and you won't believe this. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Why do I tell you stories about my high school teacher? Well, the story is very interesting. So listen. It all starts in 2007, back then. Because my high school teacher, it was my IT teacher, and he was currently going to university. When in 2007, something new on the IT market dropped called Bitcoin. Now to some of you, very intellectuals, this may sound familiar, but back then it was truly something new. It was something people have never heard of. And one of his fellow colleagues told him about this Bitcoin thing, that is this new decentralized currency thingy that is going to be very big in the future. And basically his colleague persuaded him to invest a few of his own bucks into Bitcoin. So he basically put $50 into Bitcoin back in 2007. And you know where the story goes. You know where Bitcoin goes, but after all, he's still a high school teacher today, so the story must have an interesting turn. My high school teacher put on his own Bitcoin wallet, his own password, his own account, you know? Just like you do today for any other service. But back then this was a bit different, because back then you didn't have like the internet in its status that it has today, you know? Back then the internet was like this area where all the nerds chill, where all the geeks and the ghouls were out, you know? And you didn't have very user-friendly design, you know? It was all just kind of there. So when he created his Bitcoin wallet, he wasn't just using a username and an email address or a password. No, he was sent a wallet ID to his email account. Now, what's wrong with that, you may ask? You know, back then in 2007, you didn't have 5,000 unread emails in your inbox. No, the email inbox was like any other data storage, very limited because of the data storage shortage back then. Oh, it looks like we won. GG. So back then the email just got deleted after you had more than 50 in your inbox, except if you paid like for your email service, which are like, who would do that, you know? Who would pay for email service? Weird thing to think about today. And let me get this medic. Oh my god, with the random crit and the heavy as well. Just call me God already. So the sniper is looking awfully unaware of me, and he still survives because I'm an idiot. I have the feeling like this guy is dead. Looks like my feeling is right. So where was I? Okay, my IT teacher invested into Bitcoin and his email got deleted. So when he first heard about the Bitcoin market spike in like 2013, he of course remembered that he invested there back in 2007 and wanted to, you know, access his wallet. But when he checked his email, actually his wallet ID got deleted. And why didn't he remember the wallet ID? Yeah, because no one believed in Bitcoin truly in 2007. Like, it was like this, you know, until 2013, no one really gave a shit. And this is actually not that uncommon. When you read the numbers, over 50% of all of Bitcoin are locked in these inaccessible wallets, which the owners lost their wallet ID to. So this is why my IT teacher still works at a public school instead of living his life of his dreams, you know. Sometimes that's just how life goes. Wait, there's a sniper dot. Don't want to go there. That's just how life goes sometimes, you know. You just can't. Not everyone just can get rich, you know. Some people are just destined to get rich. Some people are destined to invest in Bitcoin and remember the data. Some people are destined to invest in Bitcoin and forget. Happens. Anyways, I think we can still win this game. Don't really see the enemy team having that much of a chance right now. Oh wait. Yeah, no. So, you know, currently there's the Halloween event going on in Team Fortress 2. I think in the next episode I might actually just join the Halloween server and play with a bit of these spells and crumpkins and pumpkins and mine. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed today's story. See you in the next video. Bye.